Hello, welcome to Compute Lab. In this video, we will talk about how to manage a WSL Distros, and these are 11 steps to manage a WSL distro. We will look onto it each one by one, and to begin with it, first we need to open a PowerShell with an administrator. Now, the first task we need to do here is to list of available distributions in a Microsoft store. So to perform that, we will execute a command called wsl followed with a dash dash list dash dash online. So you can see here these are available Linux distributions in a Microsoft store, and you can install any of these from the command line, which we will do in the next step. So the next step would be to install a Debian here. We will installing a Debian. So let's do that. It fetching the file, and now it's getting initialized. Okay, so now it's asking you to enter a user. So we will give a user people or a compute lab. Password is always kept secret here. So once it's done, we have created a compute labs a user in a Debian, which we will see here in a. So basically we have installed a Debian with a bookworm. The code name is a bookworm and version ID is 12. Alright, now let's move to the next step. In the next step, we have to import a Linux rootfs image. So to do that, you need to first download that cloud image. Basically this is the root. This is a file actually which you need to import here. The root one. This is just a snapshot of any virtual machine you could think. And AMD 64 is a CPU, like CPU architect that follows, and this is just a name. So let's do that. And yeah, I have already downloaded it. Where is that? Yes, here. So you can see here in my download sections, I have downloaded this server cloud image AMD 64 rootfs file, and we will import this one. So basically you can think this is just a custom Linux or kernel. If you want to customize kernel as well for this specific, you can do so, or if you want to customize your own distribution, you can do so. So this is the step we have to follow it. So let's do that. And I have already copied this command, and this command is start with the dash dash import, follow with the name of the distro. This is the locations where you want to save that import, and this is the location where the file is downloaded. So let's copy this one, and what's wrong here? Sorry. So now it's getting imported, and it's a input output IO bound process, so it will take some time. Hopefully at your end also it will. So here now it's successfully completed, and yeah, the, and we will list it out with the command called wsl dash dash list dash dash verbose dash dash all. Excellent. So basically this output shows you that you have a two Linux distribution. This asterisk mark shows that the default one is your Debian. Like when you open any, like without specifying any distribution, if you write WSL, the Debian will be get booted. See, so this is the by default Debian, and yeah, the state is running state, and it has been installed on the version 2, means you it has been installed on WSL2 Linux. Okay, and the Jammy is one which we have imported it. It is in stop state, and it is also imported in a WSL2 version Linux. And we have seen how to list out the distribution in a WSL. Fine. Okay, now let's move to the next step. The next step is to setting the default distro. Yes, as I have mentioned you that default is Debian, and if you want that Jammy should be default, then you need to just mention that which one to be a default here. So there's a command for that, and it has been successfully executed, and you can see now Jammy is getting Jammy is your default one, and you can see we are into a root account, and the operating system is, hopefully it's a Ubuntu. Yeah, it's a Ubuntu LTS, long term support it is, and version ID is 22.04. The code name is Jammy. Fine. Now let's move to the next step. So the next step is to running a specific distro and from a specific user. Fine, we will do that. So if you want that a specific distro should be get booted, for instance, if you want a Debian should be get executed or called or run, so you have to just give D option followed with the name, and you are inside the Debian. Fine. Also you can execute directly the command on the Debian shell using exe echo. So here I'm just executing from Compute Labs. So you can see the echo command has been executed on the bash of a Debian, and the output is thrown to your PowerShell console. That is hello from Compute Labs. Same way you can get into the user account, like if you want to get it into a, like by default when you enter it, it gets you into a Compute Labs, and if you want to get into a root account, for that you just need to mention dash dash user follow with the root, and you can see here you now is inside the root account. Excellent. Okay, the next action is to convert a distro between 1 and 2. This 1 and 2 is nothing but your WSL 1 and WSL 2 here. Here both of the distribution is installed on WSL 2, and if you want like Debian should be on WSL 1, then just set the version to be a WSL 1 and 1. That is your 1. So let's do that. Set version Debian, and it looks it will take time since it's also a IO bound process. So where is that? So you can see now, previously it was running in state, now it is in stop, and the version has been changed to 1. So it is now it is now on WSL 1. You can think like that. And now the most important thing, like taking a backup. It's a very important thing when you're working with a team and you wanted to share your works to somebody. This is the best way to take the like to take out your work and throw it to your partners, or sometimes what happen during any disasters or anything else. If you want to make any backups like incremental or full backup, whatever, you can run the scripts and it will take those backups for your distribution. So here in this like uh, here in this step, first we will get to know like what is the status, how many space the current distribution has occupied. So for that I have a command. So basically we will make a backup, but before that I want you to make some changes inside this distribution. Jammy, come on. So you are into a root account. Okay, there is nothing here. So I have created 9 files here, and I made some changes here, and now let's go take a backup of this Jammy. So to take that backup I have those command here. We will use export here. Fine, I think it's written already here. So let's do that. WSL export Jammy, follow with the user, backup. So it will take some time. It is also input output intensive process that can take a long time to complete. So finally I can see the command has executed successfully, and we can see that either here. Where is that? Mesa, and this is the file actually. So it was a B, I guess. Where is that? Mesa backup. So this is the file actually which has been created. Fine. Okay, and now we will execute these two important command. First one is your terminate and second is shutdown. So let me tell you that this WSL terminate means, like, sometimes it is very rarely a WSL distro of a Linux process in a WSL distro will become unresponsive. Okay, sometimes it becomes unresponsive and it becomes necessary to you to forcibly to terminate it. So that time you will use this command, and that moment that distro immediately halts all running processes and should be it should be avoided if the process could be writing a critical data. Okay, so this is what make it difference from WSL shutdown, where in shutdown you gracefully shut down all the distributions whatever you have in your machine. So this will initiate a shutdown and notifying a running Linux process of the shutdown via sigterm, and then gracefully stop all WSL instances. So starting any restore now will restart the WSL2 environment. Okay, so after executing it, you will find that it will be a fresh VM and considered to be in a restarted. So let's do that. Let's see which one is actually both are stopped here. So but still, if you want to execute, you can execute it. And if you execute this one, shutdown means both of them has to be stopped gracefully. So this is all about, and I have mentioned you how to list the available distribution, how to install a distro from the list, also to import a Linux rootfs images, list the installed WSL distribution, see the running distros, set the default distros, running a specific distro and from a specific user, also convert a distro between a WSL1 and WSL2, taking a backup of a Linux distributions, to shut down the WSL2 environment, also to terminate a WSL distro. And if you perform at your end and you found something is not working or missing, or if you have any questions, definitely you can write it down in my comment sections. I'm happy to answer you. And thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.